precisely 1:15. This is the news on Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. News is edited by Dulmin Samarasinghe and read by Sabrina Zawahir. The headlines. Preliminary measures are being taken to conduct local government elections. Navy seizes 250 kilograms of heroin in international waters. Health authorities request public to strictly follow health guidelines during festive season. State institutions are to use electric vehicles. And in world news, donors release frozen funds for food and health aid in Afghanistan. And in sports news, England beaten by Australia in first test in Brisbane. Now the local news in detail. Commissioner General of Elections Saman Sriratnayaka says preliminary measures are being taken to conduct forthcoming local government elections. He said a program to brief district deputy election commissioners, assistant election commissioners and district election officials in this regard will be conducted soon. Sri Lanka Navy has intercepted a foreign fishing vessel carrying nearly 250 kilograms of heroin in the sea area off the southern coast of the island. The Navy said 6 foreign nationals who were on board the vessel at the time were also taken into custody along with the contraband. The Navy and the Police Narcotics Bureau had launched the joint operation based on intelligence information. The committee appointed to look into using renewable energy sources for transport sector to identify challenges and implementation met recently under the patronage of State Minister Duminda Dissanayaka. He pointed out promoting electric vehicles and renewable energy sources should be a common program covering the entire country. It has been proposed state institutions to use electric vehicles as a pilot project. This news is brought to you by Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
A range of unmatched benefits with People's Credit Cards from People's Bank.
Continuing local news, the provincial government of Pakistan's Punjab region has decided to conduct the trial pertaining to the mob lynching of Priyantha Kumara, a Sri Lankan factory manager in Sialkot, on a daily basis. This was decided in a meeting of the Provincial Cabinet Committee on Law and Order presided over by Law Minister Mohammad Bashrat Raja. The committee directed the investigators to file the case in court within 14 days. The prosecution was also directed to set up a special cell to monitor the case trial. 5 suspects detained at the Badulla prison have been admitted to the Badulla hospital following a clash broke out among them. Prison spokesman Chandaneka Nayaka said that the superintendent of prisons has commenced an investigation into the incident. Director General of Customs Major General G.A. Ravipura says that an embassy has brought down a vehicle under diplomatic privileges. He pointed out ambassadors get privileges under Vienna Convention. According to such privileges, the vehicle has been brought down for the use of U.S. Embassy. He said the process has been done with the knowledge of Sri Lanka Customs, Foreign and Finance Ministries. With that, we conclude the local news.
A range of unmatched benefits with People's Credit Cards from People's Bank. Discounts up to 60% and interest-free installment plans from selected merchants.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
Health authorities say vaccination program is at a satisfactory level. It has pointed out people should strictly follow health guidelines during the festive season. They said people should be cautious not to create another cluster such as the New Year cluster. That was our main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
Watch Life is brought to you by
Tertiary and Vocational Education Commission.
Water supply to several areas of Mathura district will be suspended from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. tomorrow due to an urgent maintenance work. Water Board said water supply to Diyagaha, Kakunadura, Veherahena, Gandhara, Kottegoda, Kudawalla, Dikwalla, Ratmale will be suspended during that time. That came to you in Watchlight.
Please be aware on institutes, registration and accreditation when you are selecting vocational courses which leads to achieve your future career goals. Do not waste your valuable time and money. Confirm institutes, registration and accreditation by TVEC. For more information, visit nearest District Divisional Secretariat offices and meet career guidance practitioners or skill development officers. Message from Tertiary and Vocational Education Commission.
Coming up, World News.
The headlines of the world news: donors release frozen funds for food and health aid in Afghanistan. Scientists say 3 vaccine doses key for protection against Omicron variant. Nobel Peace Prize winner Maria Reza attacks social media toxic sludge. Now the world news in detail. The World Bank says international donors have agreed to transfer $280 million from a frozen fund to UN Food and Health Services in Afghanistan. The country faces a deep humanitarian and economic crisis made worse by the removal of financial support after the Taliban seized power in August. The World Food Programme warns that more than half of the population is under threat of acute hunger. 3 million children are suffering from malnutrition. UK scientists have warned 2 doses of a COVID vaccine are not enough to stop you catching the Omicron variant. Earlier analysis of UK Omicron and Delta cases showed the vaccines were less effective at stopping the new variant. But a 3rd booster prevents around 75% of people getting any COVID symptoms. Meanwhile, Levelling Up Secretary Michael Gove warned the UK faces a deeply concerning situation. One of the winners of this year's Nobel Peace Prize has attacked US internet companies for not, she called, a flood of toxic sludge on social media. During her acceptance speech in Norway, Philippine journalist Maria Reza said technology giants had allowed a virus of lies to infect each of us. Ms. Reza, co-founder of the news site Rappler, accused sites such as Facebook of profiting from spreading hate. The 58-year-old was addressing guests at a ceremony in the capital, Oslo. With that, we conclude the world news. Prior to concluding the headlines of the world news once again. Donors release frozen funds for food and health aid in Afghanistan. Scientists say 3 vaccine doses key for protection against Omicron variant. Nobel Peace Prize winner Maria Reza attacks social media toxic sludge. With that, we conclude the world news.
Development News is brought to you by Let's take all out of the coconut tree and make the island thriving and prosperous. Call our hotline 1928. WhatsApp 070 400 1928.
The Port of Colombo is the best connected port in South Asia, according to the annual report of the Maritime Transport Review released by the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development for the year 2021. According to the Liner Shipping Connectivity Index, 8 of the top 10 ports were in Asia, led by Shanghai. The remaining 2 are Rotterdam and Antwerp. That was Development News.
Development News was brought to you by the coconut tree is well grown in almost all the parts of the island. It is an exceptional source of extra income. The shell, the husk and almost all the parts of the coconut tree makes you money, providing you with an excellent extra source of income. It will also help to nourish the economy of the country. You will be guided with all necessary informations regarding the coconut cultivation, with the novel cultivation techniques and all other related and upgraded informations by the Coconut Research Institute, Lunavilla. Call our hotline 1928. WhatsApp 070 400 1928.
Moving on with sports news.
It's cricket first. England's hope evaporated into a crushing 9-wicket defeat by Australia on the 4th day of the first Ashes Test at the Gabba. After the optimism of their third-day fight back, England meekly lost their last 8 wickets for 77 runs in the morning session, including the crucial departure of Joe Root for 89 and David Malan on 82. Malan was Nathan Lyon's 400th Test wicket, the off-spinner going on to claim for 91, as England were bowled out for 297. Australia was left with only 20 to chase. Looking at Formula One, Mercedes have backed the decision to highlight the potential consequences of dirty driving before the Formula One title decider in Abu Dhabi. Governing body, the FIA, emphasized rules for powers to take points away for unsportsmanlike driving or behaving contrary to sporting ethics. Mercedes F1 boss Toto Wolff said it was a good deterrent for everyone. Taking a look at rugby, England second-row Zoe Allcraft has been named World Rugby's Women's Player of the Year. The honour follows an impressive autumn series for the 25-year-old in which she captained the Red Roses for the first time. That was Sports News.
Cash through NSB globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners. From October 1st, 2021 to September 30th, 2022. Remit a minimum of $100 or an equivalent amount in any foreign currency through NSB U Trust for 6 months consecutively. Send more money and increase the chances of winning.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Kalani Valley Plantations secured the Best Corporate Citizen Sustainability Award in Agriculture at the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce Best Corporate Citizen Sustainability Awards. The prestigious honour cements Kalani Valley Plantations' status as one of the country's most respected pioneers in the field of sustainable and ethical plantations management. That was Business News.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Cash through NSB globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners.
Economic news, courtesy of
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
Results of the biannual Export Barometer survey reveals Sri Lankan exporters are optimistic in their outlook for growth, although difficulties were experienced in the first half of 2021. According to the latest findings, exporters have expressed that they are more confident in the outlook of their own near-term growth compared to their growth outlook on the economy. That was Economic News.
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
The Weather Report.
Met Department says showers or thunder showers will occur at a few places in western, Sabaragamuwa and central provinces and in Gaul and Mathura districts during the evening or night. Fairly heavy rainfall above 50 millimeters can be expected at some places in these areas. Several spells of light showers will occur in eastern and Uva provinces. That was the weather report. Prior to concluding this bulletin of news, the headlines once again. Preliminary measures are being taken to conduct local government elections. Navy seizes 250 kilograms of heroin in international waters. Health authorities request public to strictly follow health guidelines during festive season. State institutions are to use electric vehicles. With that, we conclude the news.